car show at the Salisbury House, and they've asked for one of our tractors to be there. It's a Porsche tractor, so rare and unique, and something that I guess if we can get down to another community, Des Moines, Waterloo, wherever it might be, share the story about Heartland Acres and Independence and all the stuff going on, it's a plus for everybody. So that's it. I appreciate the hotel motel funds coming to us, and thank you guys all very much. I'd invite all of you to come out sometime and see us and see what's going on out at Heartland Acres. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig.
One thing Craig didn't, we were talking about that tractor when we were out there. You said it was actually dropped with paratroopers behind lines.
Yeah, it was, there's two stories to that. In fact, last Friday, Lee Klein on WHO spoke about it. That version of the tractor was airdropped in Burma and a couple of other places down in Indonesia during World War II. The one that we have specifically has a bucket on it to dig out the hedgerows in Normandy. So during D-Day, that tractor, I don't know if this particular tractor was, but it was designed to be airdropped with the gliders, those troop transports, and so yeah, it was taken behind enemy lines in World War II on a couple fronts. Yeah, interesting story with that tractor, just incredible. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Item number 2, motion to approve the Independence Barbecue Committee's 7th annual barbecue events to waive Chapter 69 parking regulations, Section 6908, no parking zones for closing and restricted traffic, and no parking on certain streets to allow closing, restricted, and parking on streets is identified by the committee. To waive Chapter 47 park regulations, Sections 4702, use of drives required to allow committee members and vendors access to the grassy areas of the Riverwalk Park. And to waive Chapter 47 park regulations, Section 4706, camping to allow overnight stays at the Riverwalk Park for this annual event to be held August 25th, 2012. And we have a committee member, correct?
Yeah, if I may, Mr. Mayor, this is Pete Gomer, one of the newer members to Barbecue.
Hi, Pete.
Howdy. Pete Gomer, as stated. 2174 Frost Avenue, number 3. Gaumer. I do have some additional information if you could pass these down. As a schedule of events, run through this real quick. It'll help give you a little better idea for passing the motions. This year, the bike ride is returning, so that'll be one of the first events to kick off. The registration will be at 7 o'clock in the morning, and with the ride starting at 9 o'clock. Shortly after that, about 11 is when the celebration is going to begin. We're still going to have the Pipestone People's Choice Invitational, where people will get to vote by turning in certain tickets. And a couple of new events this year. We have a beanbag tournament, which is also part of the championship qualifier with the fair and Friday Night Live. So it'll be a nice event. And we also have bucket golf tourney. We're going to call it Chip for Cancer. That is a new item by a local entrepreneur, Casey Stoner. So he'll be running that. So it'll be showcasing somebody that's from the area, new product they're bringing to the market, as well as helping raise money for the barbecue and our Relay for Life. We'll also be doing a home brew seminar for those of you that want to learn how to brew beer at home. That'll be from 11:30 to 1:30. So if you like to drink it, you can learn how to make it too. We'll also be doing the Traeger Most Excellent Griller Contest. Be the winners from the fair as well as the winner from last year. So they'll be in a head-to-head competition, and we'll see who's the best this year. Lonesome Road is returning, as well as after that we'll have the 3 o'clock. The brew tasting will be starting, so you can sample brews from local breweries, and we also have distributor bringing beers, so give it a wide selection of beers. We'll also have at 4:30 the People's Choice and the Blind Judging Awards will be announced at that point. And then to finish off the evening at 5:30, Bob Dorr and the Blue Band will start. And we're not sure what time they're going to finish. They seem to enjoy the venue. We enjoy them. So, but the beverage sales will end at 9:30. So, and I'm here for any questions you have for the motions for tonight.
Are these all pretty much the same as past years?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And as far as the camping, I know you hate to hear that. The only camping that's going to be there is vendors, right?
The only overnight staying
Yeah.
is the vendors. Yes,
Okay.
and it's in there have to be totally self-contained. right now, I know one of the vendors will be there for sure, and he has,
Okay.
his trailer has accommodations inside his barbecue trailer, he can sleep inside there, so.
I just wanted to verify that it was just vendors.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Any further questions?
As far as noise and campfires,
Campfires
No.
are permitted.
Prohibited, yeah. And the noise, we're gonna be done before 11 o'clock or whatever time it is for Saturday night, so we don't need to worry about abating that or setting this
no,
up.
I'm at the campers.
They usually just go down there and
Sleep.
Sleep.
Okay.
watch over their camp, their
Usually,
cooking.
yeah.
Usually. We had
Well, if there's a lot of noise, I'll hear it.
We had the one anomaly last year, which.
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions for Pete?
Thank you for your
Thank
efforts.
you, Pete.
No problem, thank you.
Okay, back to the item, entertain a motion.
I would make a motion to approve these items.
I have a motion by Davis, a second.
Second.
Second by Switzer. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now we go into hearings. Before we get started, Doug, I'm gonna ask you to come up here for a second. I just, as we get going, touch on the international code. We've talked about this before, some of the councilmen remember, and why we're going to the international code.
Well, we're on, most all of our codes now are the international codes, except our plumbing code and our, mechanical code were the uniform. Well, we're gonna switch, we wanna switch everything over to the international code, because that's what I train on, is the international code, so. And they're pretty close to the same thing, there's a few differences in them, but the differences in them doesn't really make a lot of difference. It's just two different ways of looking at the same thing. So, I really feel we should be on the international code, because that's what I train on.
Okay?
And that's just the plumbing and the the mechanical codes. Otherwise, everything else, we are on the international code anyway. We're just updating to the 2012, and the reason we wanna do this more is to get on the current code, plus, the insurance people want us to update our codes, so we can get a better insurance rate.
Yeah, this will keep ISO happy. and
Right.
Keep our ISO rating where we need it to be, so.
Aren't we on 2009 now, Doug?
Actually, a lot of them were in 2003.
Quite a while
Right,
back, okay.
other than our mechanical and plumbing codes, they were on the 2006, I believe. So we're bringing everything up to the 2012 codes. And the only one you'll see on there is when we get to the residential code, there's a section in that we're not going to adopt, and most cities don't, and I wish we could, but it just adds a lot of cost to a house, and that's the sprinkler code. Where in actually starting in 2009, it says that every single and dual family house will have a sprinkler system put in it if they're newly built. So that part of the code we're not going to adopt. Otherwise, we'll adopt everything else.
We touched on that in our ordinance committee,
Right.
last ordinance committee meeting too. We discussed that.
But talking to all the contractors and stuff, it's just gonna add a lot of cost to a new piece of property, so, or a new building.
Okay. Thank you, Doug. All right, here we go. Item 3, an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Independence, Iowa, by amending provisions pertaining to the International Building Code. Motion to receive, file, proof of publication of notice of public hearing. Motion to hold hearing.
So moved.
I need a motion on the other one. I got
Yeah.
I'm getting too excited.
I told him to hurry.
It's her fault.
Yeah.
You need to get away.
Motion to receive and file proof of publication of notice of public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Holland,
Second.
second by Schweitzer. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, motion to hold hearing.
So move.
Motion by Davis, second by Hill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. still no objections on file? Any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing and receive and file oral and written comments.
So moved.
Motion by Engen,
Second.
second by Hill, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion to receive, file, and consider and pass for the first time the ordinance.
So moved.
Motion by Holland,
Second.
second by Schweitzer. Roll call, please.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Schweitzer.
Yes.
Enid.
Yes.
Motion carries. We'll go to item 4. An ordinance amending the Code of Ordinance of the City of Independence, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to the plumbing code. Motion to receive and file proof of publication of notice of public hearing.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Hill, second by Holland, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to hold hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Davis,
Second.
second by Schweitzer, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any objections on file? Any further discussion? If not, entertain a motion to close the hearing and receive and file oral and written comments.
So moved.
Motion by Engen,
Second.
second by Schweitzer. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to receive, file, consider, and pass for the first time the ordinance.
So moved.
Motion by Holland,
Second.
second by Davis. Roll call, please.
Davis,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Schweitzer.
Yes.
Enid.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5, an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Independence, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to the mechanical code. Motion to receive and file proof of publication of notice of public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Schweitzer.
Second.
Second by Holland. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to hold hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Schweitzer.
Second.
Second by Hill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. No objections on file? Any further discussion? If not, entertain a motion to close the hearing and receive and file oral and written comments.
So moved.
Motion by Davis.
Second.
Is that Hermson? Second by Hermson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to receive, file, and consider and pass for the first time the ordinance.
So moved.
Motion by Holland.
Second.
Second by Davis. Roll call, please.
Holland,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Schweitzer.
Yes.